What up, what up, what up? We're back with the DTC podcast, episode 2.
What up?
I think on this
I don't
one,
do that well.
we got to focus on the consumer end, right? Because we kept talking about designers and
Yeah.
what makes a great designer, all that first time. Oh, also, I was a little too serious last episode, so I decided to make it a little bit more fun.
You
this
are
time.
having a great time.
Yeah, chest hairs out and everything.
Yeah, you look great.
Hi, Saranya. That's the girl I'm going to marry, by the way.
What girl?
Saranya.
Ooh,
I just got to say it real sexy whenever I say her name.
that's a nice name.
So, consumers, right? Because D2C, the C is important.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what we think consumers are looking for on product packaging in this episode. You down with that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, I'm a little rusty. It's been a minute since I've made a product label. When was the last time you designed a product label?
Like last week?
It wasn't like yesterday when you had a phone call from one of your clients, like, I need this in 30 minutes.
No, I was doing photography last week.
Okay,
Or
all right.
yesterday, but last week, yeah, I finished one up.
So what do you think consumers are looking for on packaging right now? If you had to pick 3 of the most important things right now?
They want labels to be clean. The first thing everyone
What does that
says
mean?
is clean. They want a lot of white space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not a busy text and a lot of icons.
You know what's
and
crazy, though, is there's so much of that right now, though. It's popular.
I mean,
Maybe
the
it's just
supplement world,
the clients that I'm getting, but I walk through. So I do a lot of dietary supplement stuff. So I'll walk through GNC.
what are
a lot.
dietary supplements?
Fat burners and
Protein powder.
protein powder.
Yeah, there's some
and
people that listen to us that
BCAAs
don't
and
know this.
pre-workouts, that stuff. But
What's a pre-workout, Mike?
Oh, you know what a pre-workout
I know what
is.
everything
Yeah.
is. The question is, does the
Well, a
audience know?
pre-workout is something you take if you want to go crazy. No, I'm just kidding. So,
Insert interlude of Mike taking pre-workout and running down the hallway.
yeah, I'll be like, "Grr!" So I was into that.
That's going to be
many
so
years ago.
dope for TikTok, the face you just made. I can't wait.
Great. Cannot wait for that. Whatever. It's not trademarked.
What are your
Go
kids
ahead.
going to say when they see this?
Oh, my teenage kids are going to
Yeah.
make fun of me and hate me.
It's going to be
basically.
great.
All I get is eye rolls.
I
No
can't
matter
wait.
what I do, it's stupid.
But
so.
I need them to comment. So
Okay.
if you're related to Mike Shulo, please comment. And if you don't have Instagram, Joe, or TikTok, Joe, what I want you to do is go on someone you know's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. I said Facebook because
You
Joe
have
knows what that one
you
is.
have a better chance of Joe seeing like smoke signals than being on social media.
Yeah, but Joe, grab someone's phone and comment for me. All right.
Yeah, right.
For those who don't know, Joe is
My kids are already. We're actually filming this now or video, and my kids are already commenting because they have like future social media.
Your kids are Amazon Prime now.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
They
can read
they
our
already.
minds.
It's like it's ready to go.
Let's get back to consumers. Man.
Sorry,
we can talk
we're
about your family
completely
for hours.
derailed here.
Consumers labels clean. That's number 1.
Yeah, they want clean and they want everybody wants all the information on there, which is impossible because the FDA doesn't allow that.
What do you mean?
Well, it's you can't make claims on a I'm talking about dietary.
We can't say that
supplements.
if you eat this protein bar, you're gonna lose 20 pounds.
Correct. You
Okay.
can't.
All right, got
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
So for those people at home that don't know what a clean label is, RX bar is probably a good example, right? Where
Yep.
it's just like nothing but 5 dates, 3 almonds,
Yeah.
2 egg whites,
That's
and love
really-
and like
yeah.
whatever spice.
Yeah.
Right, that's an
Perfect.
example of a clean label.
Yeah.
Or I feel like a lot of products when I go to like Whole Foods or even Trader Joe's, there's no branding anymore, right?
Yeah, it's very this is exactly what this is. So people are walking down the store shelves and they're like this is peanuts, this is bread, this
Yeah.
is milk, you know what I mean? That was very
And you think consumers
obvious, but-
consumers are looking for this?
Are they?
I think it's the other way.
yeah,
I think-
the retailer is looking for it.
No, I think consumers stop trusting retailers to stock brands that are good. And as a shock reaction, products and retailers and white labelers and so on and so forth came out with all these products. We're like, yo, this is what's in the product. There's no branding. Like, we're not trying to trick you. And the shelves got taken over.
That's a really good point.
But
yeah.
the number one moving products are not the clean products. the number one moving products are the ones where it's like, this is protein or this is collagen.
Yeah.
And it's Fruit Loops, and there's like a milk splash or like Fruit Loops
yeah,
going
it's insane.
everywhere. Those are still the number one selling products,
yeah,
no
for
matter
sure.
what.
I mean, look at some of the, I'm in a lot of the dietary supplement space, so you see things like Ghost on the shelf.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're,
Or Obvi.
yeah,
right?
and they're beautiful. Like
Yeah.
the products are, they're in your face, they're colorful. And I'll be honest with you, like for instance, Obvi, I love that whole design. I wish I designed it. Sometimes,
I mean,
we walk past the design, these I'm like, oh man, nice work.
The
That's
designer,
one of those.
The designer behind that brand, his
Yeah.
name is Ankit Patel. He's probably one of the best raw designers I've ever worked with. He used to work with me back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, but in my opinion, he's
Shout
long
out, dude. That was a really nice work.
He's long since gone above and beyond what I can do, and he's probably one of the best designers in the country.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So at any rate,
We can't show love to other designers?
oh my God, heck yeah, dude.
You can't be like, at any other rate. You got to like...
Oh, I thought you were moving on. Oh, we can go back. We can rewind.
No. We can move on. Okay. All right, so clean labels
Yeah.
is something that we think consumers need because of the trust issue.
Yeah.
What's the second thing that consumers are looking for?
They want their designer to be able to help them to navigate what's right and wrong on a label.
Oh, I need examples.
So where do things go on a label? You know what I mean? So
No. I know
what goes
you
on
mean.
the principal display panel. What goes on the
Whoa,
informational display
you're
panel.
using some big words
How
here.
do those
PDP,
Can you put this? Yeah, PDP.
principal
IDP,
display panel. That's everything but the supplement facts.
correct.
And then the IDP, the information display panel.
Well, it's exactly where things are supposed to be too. I mean, like the weight in the product has to be in the bottom third on the front. You know what I mean?
You think that matters to the consumer?
No, but I'm talking about the person who's having it designed.
So I think at the end of the day, the FDA puts these stipulations and these controls on designers because they want the consumer to know exactly where to look to find all of it.
Yeah,
right?
it needs to be. They're trying to create a template. So
Right.
when people are walking down the store aisle or they're shopping online, they can find that information in the same spot all the time.
Like, God darn it, I need to know if it's 2% milk or 1% milk
It's
and put it right in my face.
Yeah, it's almost like Pavlovian. So they're looking
Yeah,
at it
yeah.
and they pick it up and they're like, oh yeah, it's 6 ounces, or
Right.
it's whatever. This is that, or this is this. They can find it always in the same spot, like on the right side. When you look at the front and you turn it to the right, oh, there's my nutritional information. Or on the left side, it's like, oh, here's all the information for how to take the product or how to use the product or directions on how to mix the product or
Directions are nice.
where to shove it.
I think hearing you talk about that makes me think that the third most important thing
I'm
for
gonna drink some of this.
customers on a label is wanting to know what the product's going to do without being confused,
Yeah, so
right? So, for example,
but that's hard because there's only so much you can
Depends.
say without.
I mean, it depends, right? I mean, knowing that a product has no sugar, there's a way to put that on a label to make sure that the
Well, yeah,
consumer's
that-
not confused,
for
right?
sure.
For example, like on these energy drinks, they'll have like 0 sugar all around the rim, right? Or they'll
Yeah.
have like a box call out on it.
Yep.
But the reality is like, I want to say over 80% of consumers don't know how to read a nutrition fact panel
No,
or
they have
supplement
no
fact
idea.
panel. And when they're trying to figure out, okay, is this product keto? A giant logo of being keto approved or like a Whole30 friendly or,
Yeah.
any one of these trends that are out there right now,
Right.
it makes a huge difference for the consumer figuring out what this product is going to do.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
You know,
So I was probably thinking more along the lines of like claims. That's
Yeah, see-
always like it's like it's like the bane of my existence.
I'm reading the PTSD on your face.
Oh,
right
dude,
now.
yeah, it's
like literally the color of your face changed. You're turning red tomato. You're like, claims FDA. No, I don't want to talk about.
I get an
this."
email. I want please put these 4 bullet points on the front of the product, and I'm like, oh, dude, you can't.
Oh, we're talking about clients? No.
Yeah.
Let's save that for another episode.
Okay,
Let's focus more on the consumers for a little bit.
forget I said that.
Because I mean, like Prop 65, screw you. We could talk about that for a whole episode.
Yeah.
Maybe we should. But
Can we just get to that now? Oh.
But on the consumer end, let's talk about us. When we're walking through a grocery store,
I'm
or
jaded.
we're walking,
I can't. I can't. I
Go
want
to a grocery store.
yeah, I'm jaded when I look at stuff. I want to go back to like 1984 with just white packaging that says like, bread.
Are you like walking down an aisle and be like, oh my god, the font on this is so small? This is definitely not approved.
My
by
kids
the
play a
FDA.
game with me on that one though. When we're
Tell me
driving
more.
down the street or whatever, they're like, Dad, what font is that? And I'm 9 times out of 10.
Yo, going back to episode 1.
Yeah.
If a person could recognize a font on command, that's a great designer.
Oh,
Great
thanks,
designer.
man. No, but it's kind of like it's like the weird, stupid tricks that I can do. I know you do that stuff.
So cheat code, if there's a designer listening and you don't know how to tell the font of something, there's a website called What the Font. And you literally screenshot the font and you upload it to What the Font, and it'll tell you what the font is, or something darn close to what it's supposed to be.
I have used Font Squirrel also.
Font Squirrel is another good one.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. See, there's 100 ways to do anything these days.
You can figure
It's
it
not
out.
like the 1700s anymore, Mike.
No.
There's tools for all of
Oh
this.
yeah, you remembered. That's when I started in 1700s.
Not all of us could be over 300 years old and have the kind of life experience that you have.
Well, when you don't sleep, when you're a designer, you surpass
You definitely lived enough
the
years.
lifespan of a real human being. Lifespans for designers, I think, because of the misery of some of the things that you go through, it just is much longer.
So let me ask you this question. I've heard complaints about designs I've done from the consumer perspective.
Okay.
Because I will pick a larger package
Mm-hmm.
to put the product in, so I have more marketing, the real estate.
Oh yeah, it's
to
way
design
more
the
fun.
label, right? But how do you feel like consumers react to stuff like that? For example, like BCAs,
Okay.
right? It's supposed to be in a tub that's maybe 4 inches tall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, screw that. Let's put it in an 8-inch tall tub.
Yeah, let's get a 32-ounce
Right.
straight wall. Boom.
And sure, it might be half empty.
Yeah.
But what do you think consumers think when they see that?
They think it's empty.
They think it's fully empty, right?
Yeah,
That we're dipping them.
absolutely. Yeah, I've seen. Have you read any of the
The
reviews on Google
Yeah, on
or
Amazon,
on
Google,
Amazon?
yeah, of course.
for sure.
So I think it's important to know that there's a threshold
Yeah,
of space in a product. It's important, right? Like if I opened a Gatorade bottle and it was half full, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I'd be like this
for
isn't working
sure.
for me, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think that threshold is? 75%?
Yeah.
80%?
I think 75% is where it's at. Because once, I mean, for years, once it's to here, I'm not mad anymore.
So whose job is it? The designer, the client, the customer? Like who is the one that should be making that decision?
I would say it's not the designer or the consumer's problem. I think it's the people
No,
who
Mike.
are.
I wish it was the designer that could say no to the client. But this is a bad idea. No one's going to buy this product.
Oh yeah, for
You're
sure.
not going to be able to pay my bill.
Oh,
because you're not going to move nothing.
The job, though, I mean, like there needs to be someone that's manufacturing that says it fits in this bottle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
Or change the formula and throw more servings.
yeah, well, no one wants to pay for that.
That's not necessarily true, man. When you think about some of the stuff that we buy at the grocery store, and you look at that package, and it's like 6 servings of like gummy bears in a bag, we eat the whole thing in one sitting,
Oh, for sure.
right? But what's the reason that they give you 6 servings instead of 1? So that it'll stand out on the shelf.
Oh, for sure.
Right,
yeah.
and it's the right
Bigger.
size for the marketing
Yeah.
and all of it. In this country, you could increase the serving size. You just have to figure out what the trigger point is for people to actually buy the product.
Oh yeah. Well, they're not going to buy gummy bears for $78.
Well, it depends. If they're organic, fair trade certified.
My kids want me to buy
keto.
gummy bears for $78.
Well, that's the Costco size,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, Costco, need some gummy bears?
I mean, have you ever bought gummy bears from Costco?
I'm sure I have.
Costco's smart. They don't do like a 15-pound thing of gummy bears because they know it'll go to waste, right? They'll send you like a 6-pack
Yeah.
of the king size.
Oh yeah, it's six.
Yeah,
Six
yeah.
of the 6 serve. Yeah, that's smart.
I just feel that consumers don't want to be lied to,
I think that's the number one thing
right?
because people are a lot smarter now. Social media has like really educated the general public.
And then after knowing that you're not being lied to, they want to know that this product is fitting into the emotional decision that they're making when they see it. let's say I want to lose weight,
Okay.
right? And I'm trying to transition into like weight loss, and I want to buy protein because my fitness coach on Instagram told me I need to start taking protein or whatever, right?
Okay.
They want to know when they see the product. Like if you look at Isopure and you see, right, this is a clean protein, or you go like gold standard from, you know, the type of protein that The Rock takes and all those other guys, right? At the end of the day, you want to know this is exactly what my emotional decision is driving me to do. If you're at a gas station or you're on the highway and you're at the rest area,
Oh, you want to be like vindicated.
you want to be vindicated, right?
Yeah.
If you want the Snickers bar, you want the king size Snickers bar, right? If you want like a healthy snack, you want to know that the trail mix has the type of candy in it, so you put a little clear window.
Yeah.
Right, so you see the
sure.
M&M knockoff that they have in half these trail mix boxes, and you see the pecans, and you see whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting the I can't think of anything else that makes me vindicated other than gas stations and wanting to lose weight. These are clearly things that are important to me right now.
Well,
when I go
drinks
to the
are
store.
a thing too.
What kind of drinks?
Oh, dude, you name it. I mean, Mike, I live in running around into these, you know, places like Sheets and I'm from Pittsburgh, so there's Sheets and Get Go.
Yeah, for those of us from the East Coast, Wawa.
Oh yeah,
Wawa's
right
our
there. You go.
home.
Yeah,
You
for
know
real.
they brought a Wawa to Indiana.
Are you serious?
That's how far west it goes now.
Wow. Way
Shout out
go.
to my homie Seema. She dreamed it into existence.
That's
made it happen.
amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
manifesting.
Yeah, for real.
It's great.
Is she hiring? I'm just kidding.
She's a nutritionist from Indiana, but
Wow. But you have all these different drinks from what you're drinking right there, Monster. You have all the energy drinks. You have iced teas. You have.
I'm not drinking a Monster.
You're not.
I'm drinking a future sponsor.
Oh, is that what you have right there? Oh, I didn't read that correctly.
Next time, we're gonna have to tell the designer to fix that. Your logo here is what we should have our own Your Logo Here
Oh
drinks
my
for this
God.
podcast.
See,
All right,
this
so
is great.
consumers care, clean labels.
Yeah.
They want to know what it is that they're getting without feeling like duped.
Yep.
Right? They want to be able to read what the label says.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if it's something that has flavor, they want to know it's going to taste the way they want it to
Yeah,
taste.
taste is important, and there's a lot of school of thought on that. You know, because I mean, we've done stuff that, you know, with some product lines we've done that is just like an explosion of flavor. There's so much flavor coming off the thing that actually I think the label tastes better than the actual product. But then
If we designed it, then maybe.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
But then you have people that that are just like there's like a little spot of color on there, cherry, red dot. You know what I mean? And what's the right decision there?
I think at the end of the day, like you look at chocolate, right? There's Hershey bar,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like bitter dark chocolate,
Yeah.
and everything else in between.
Yeah.
In that
Oh
range
my
of
God,
how
yeah,
chocolate
so many.
can taste. I think at the end of the day, the consumer is going to be part of your demographic of who you can go after.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a demographic that likes dark chocolate.
Yep.
Like 100% cacao, you know, like whatever it's going to be. And there's going to be a consumer that wants Hershey's.
Mhm.
It's up to the brand to decide what flavor they're going to put out, but being able to translate that to the user is a skill set that your designer can do for you if you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, but what's the right answer? Is what I'm asking you.
So
So
what kind of
you
chocolate
have
to go with?
no. Like what do you put on the label? Do you have this massive flavor explosion on the label, or do you just do like a little spot of color that says chocolate? I mean, what's
The right answer is to email Mike at akgcreative.com or Ankur at akgcreative.com
and we
ask
can
for
help
our
you figure that
opinions.
out.
Thanks for tuning in. This is episode 2. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
All right, take care.